My name is Angela.
My name is Nicole.
And welcome to the Ominous Stitch podcast. Hey, Stitcher!
Hey, everybody!
Welcome to another amazing episode of the Ominous Stitch podcast. Take off, Stitch.
Amazing.
I am so excited. We are still on the road for another few episodes. So if you guys are enjoying this road trip, keep tripping with us.
You can trip any way you want.
Sometimes that can make us more fun.
Yeah, we're making our way across the West.
Across the West. Driving to the West. Nobody knows that song.
I don't know what you're singing.
And my husband will know that as well.
Oh.
It's from a YouTube channel that we watched.
You're so cute. I love it.
Oh, man. We have a fire going here because it is cold and rainy outside in Southern California.
It is wet.
Oh my gosh. So we're staying warm by the fire. I wish you guys, it looks like a Norman Rockwell painting in here because I have a fire going. My animals are in my armchairs. I have a dog and a cat, each in separate chairs, sleeping next to the fire.
They're so cute.
It's so cozy.
It's very cozy in here.
I don't want to go outside.
I really don't. The rain, just like a second ago, was going sideways. And I'm like, nope.
It doesn't do that here. That's crazy.
It's very weird.
So, Nicole,
yeah.
What has you in stitches?
What's got me in stitches?
I've
been reading Harry Potter to the kids.
So do you do
I'm using an English accent. Harry Potter. So Angela called me last night.
Yes, I did.
Oh, no, you didn't call me. Sorry.
I texted you.
You texted me. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Day before.
Day before. She texted me and she's talking about how creepy it is outside because she's hearing what?
I heard this weird little kind of nervous kind of laugh kind of a thing. And it moved from one part of my house to another part of my house, but it was outside.
Like really quickly though, right?
Really quick. And it was like, kind of a thing.
I had to look at her. Yeah. And my immediate gut reaction is black-eyed kids.
Yes.
And she doesn't know anything
in all
about
caps,
it. Yeah.
Black, period, eyed, period, kids. And I'm like, stop it. Stop it now. You're freaking me out.
Sorry.
I'm awake by myself. It's too quiet in my house. My kids are asleep. I'm still waiting for the husband to come home from work.
So that got me in stitches because I know I really, really, really want to do an episode about them at some point. I've listened to many podcasts that had talked about it and even had someone come in and give their true story about a black-eyed kid that came to their door. And it's so spooky. So I won't go into too much details right now.
And you totally confused me too because you were like, you need a ring.
Yeah, you need a ring bell.
Yeah, I need
She's
a
like,
ring a bell.
Does a bell make them go away?
Does a bell make them go away? I can go find a bell. Can I just play bell sounds on my phone? And she's like, no, like a ring camera.
The video.
So you can see. I was like, oh.
Silly. Dude, there's so many creepy ring videos on YouTube and TikTok where people come up to their door. It's so spooky. Yeah. You need one. So yeah, I'm so excited because I really want to talk about them. I don't know why that gets me so excited.
I'm really glad that we haven't, because if you would have said that and I knew what they were and what was going on, I'm sure I would have peed my pants and I would have had to like dry clean my couch.
Well, what's crazy about them, again, I won't go into too much detail, but what's spooky is that they show up, but they really don't do anything to you. So I don't think you have a problem. It's just a weird phenomenon that like you're not supposed to let them in your house. But again, not too much detail.
Like vampires.
Exactly.
Don't let them in your house. You cannot invite them in.
Don't you invite them in because they ask. And but yeah, no more. Zip.
Maybe we'll do a vampire episode.
Yes.
Brittany.
Hey, Brittany. Definitely dive into that. Yes. So, Angela, what's got you in stitches?
Okay, so I have two.
Okay. Two.
Okay.
Dose.
Which one do you want to hear first? So
I don't know because I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. So one is Glitch in the Matrix.
I love those.
And the other one is like Farm Life.
Glitch
in the Matrix. Okay, good. I was hoping you picked that one.
Yay.
Okay. So when I was in my 20s, so 20 years ago or more, because I'm old,
Hashtag.
I was driving down Ventura Boulevard.
Okay.
In the valley, right?
Yes.
Okay. Driving down Ventura Boulevard in the valley.
Yeah.
And I'm just listening to the radio, and I was probably listening to, like, I think it was Star is what I used to listen to, and it was a mix of 80s, 90s, and today.
101.5.
Right. So I was listening to a popular radio station that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
but
was
at
it
the time
101.5?
I don't remember. No, 98.7. Star 98.7.
Kidding me. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't here, so.
Oh, yeah. I know you weren't here. This is before your time.
Okay.
So I was driving down Ventura Boulevard listening to 80s, 90s, and today mix of music. And it was early 2000s.
Okay.
Okay. 80s, 90s, today.
Got
early
it.
2000s. 20 years ago. Driving down Ventura Boulevard.
She's making a steering wheel very widely. Okay.
And this little red car just gets right in front of me and cuts me off. And I get so mad. I'm like, boo.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have thought twice about what kind of car it was, except for at the same moment that the car went right in front of me. Little red Corvette.
Oh.
That part of the song played on my radio.
Dude.
And it was a little red Corvette.
That is spooky.
Glitch in the Matrix moment, right? 20 years ago. Fast forward to about 2 days ago.
Okay.
Randomly, I was in my car taking the kids to school, listening to another mix station.
Yeah.
The old lady mix station, Coast 103.5. That is
not
Shout
an
out
old
to
lady.
Ellen K. Well, okay. When I was in my 20s, I thought it was the old person station because,
Sure.
like, this is what moms listen to.
Yeah.
I don't listen to this.
They put the Christmas music on, though.
They
that's
play
the
Christmas
best.
music, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I listen to Coast because it is 80s, 90s, and
Today.
It's my music now.
Okay.
Because I'm an old mom. So
You're
my
not
music
an old
now.
mom.
So we're listening to it. And we're I'm driving and then driving the kids to school. And then I just started thinking about that moment 20 years ago when that little red Corvette cut me off. I haven't thought about that in years.
Okay.
And I just started thinking about it. And I'm like, oh, it's funny. And then the song started playing on the radio, like just as I was thinking about it. And I was like, kids! And they're like, what? And I told them the story.
You willed it into existence.
No, it was crazy.
Did a little red Corvette come?
I wish that would have been awesome.
I was going to say
that
that.
like a double glitch.
Oh, that would have been even like the cherry on top.
Right? It so would have. I was waiting for it. It probably would have been like a little red Tesla. For
Yeah.
now.
Tesla now.
But yeah, no
Bugatti.
more little red Corvettes popping in front of me. But
That's pretty crazy, though.
isn't that crazy? So that's my glitch in the Matrix. And there's a tiny other little one too.
Okay.
Same day, driving home from school, I passed a cop car driving home from school.
Okay.
When I went to pick up the kids and I was driving back home from school, passed another cop car in the same spot. I'm like, what is happening? This is hours later.
It's not the same one, right?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
it was, I didn't memorize the number of the cop car, but whatever. I was like, another glitch in the Matrix. What is today? This is a crazy day. So this is my glitch in the Matrix.
I love
story.
it.
Okay.
Good job.
So farm life story real quick.
Farm life.
Okay. So we are getting ready to have some baby alpacas. They're due in like a month-ish, maybe a little more than a month-ish,
That's
but we're about a month
crazy.
out.
Okay.
I don't know how many babies we're going to have because when we bought the herd, they had already mated. So we were told 2 of them. The vet thinks it's at least 3.
Jeez.
I think 7.
Oh my gosh.
We
that's
don't know.
Way more.
We don't know how many babies we're going to get. But the vet was here to give them shots because they needed some boosters to give immunities to the babies.
Aww.
And since we don't know who all is pregnant, we just did the whole herd, except for one because we know she came from a different herd.
Okay.
So she was not part of the let's have a male over party all weekend
Yeah.
extravaganza. So we had the vet over and I was totally nervous because I was here by myself and I'm
Aww.
like, okay, I have to put harnesses on my alpaca. I have 3 harnesses for the 7 alpaca. So I knew I was going to have to be trading them around. I'm like, I have to herd them into their shelter area because that's an easy place that I can control them and catch them. Alpaca don't like to be touched. Let me put that out there.
They're
don't
like
like to
mean
be touched.
cats.
They are very curious. They like to be next to you. They like to sniff you. But if you try to touch them, they immediately turn and say, don't touch me.
Can you
No.
can you like for babies, like, with different animals, can you train them to?
You can train them to accept touch and be okay with it. They still won't like it, but they'll tolerate it. There are some that have the personality where they like to cuddle. They will.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have a baby that's like, yay, cuddle me.
Hey.
But even sometimes then they can get too familiar and too friendly.
Yeah.
And then they'll try to like jump on you, which can be a problem when they're bigger.
Okay.
When they're adults. So you want them to not really want to be touched.
Got it.
But you want them to be okay with it if you have to touch them.
Okay.
So I'm nervous because I haven't really harnessed them. I've harnessed a couple of them, but I haven't harnessed all of them. And I know some of them are very shy and don't like to be around them. Some of them I'm like, they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, okay, I'm preparing myself for the vet. Before he came, I managed to get them all. So they like food, right? They're very food motivated. So I grabbed their food. Nicole's like, you were speaking to me. So I grabbed their favorite snack and they all followed me into their shelter area. And I was able to shut the door and close everybody in. So I was like, yay, win number 1. And then I prepared myself like a half hour before the vet was coming because I was like, I just want to make sure that I'm ready for him. And so then I was like, okay, I have my harnesses. I'm going to put them on the alpaca. And I got the first one harnessed and she was just like, okay. I was like, yay, I can
success.
Do it. And so I took pictures. I'll have to show you pictures because they're so cute when they're on the harnesses. And so I got the 3 that we think are pregnant on the harness. And then the other ones, when the vet came, I didn't have enough time to take the harnesses off because he was just like, let's just go. And so I was just grabbing them and holding them. And he just give them a little shot.
Easy.
And that was it. And I was like,
done.
I am such a farmer.
Look at you.
Look at me
Farmer
holding
Angela.
these big animals. I'm just holding them. He's giving them shots. I'm letting them go. And I'm like, yeah.
That's so awesome.
I felt like such an awesome wrangler. I'm like, yeah.
Good job. Hey, PSA for everybody. Have fun looking up when alpacas give birth because it is the creepiest, weirdest little creatures, dude.
They look dead.
I said she's been looking at it, but I saw it finally on TikTok. It came up out of nowhere and was like, alpacas are the weirdest animals when they give birth. It's freaky, everybody.
They're super skinny, tiny.
They look
legs.
like aliens.
They do. They look like aliens. They have tiny little super skinny legs.
Eggs.
Long skinny necks. They're just like these tiny, like
they don't look as cute as they do when they're like fluffed out
fluff
and dry.
up and then they're super cute. But when they're first born, they're not cute.
They're weird
skinny.
beasts.
Yeah. Very skinny little things.
Oh, fun times.
So
well, good job, Farmer Angela.
Yay. I was very proud of myself.
That's pretty
cool.
I
did it.
You did it. Success. Well, are you going to have success on your stitch?
I hope so. Shall we get stitching?
Yeah, let's get stitching.
Okay, so today's stitch is brought to us by the lovely Nicole. Yay!
No, not me. I didn't make this stitch.
You didn't make this stitch. You sent it to me.
I did. I found another one.
You're like, please, let's do this one. It's a wheel. So we're making a Catherine wheel.
Fits in our theme.
Because it's a wheel.
Yep.
And this comes from one of my favorite crochet sites that I first learned to crochet from called Daisy Farm Crafts. So if you go to daisyfarmcrafts.com, you can look up the Catherine's Wheel stitch.
Catherine's Wheel.
Catherine's
Is this
Wheel.
because I didn't really read into it? Did somebody named Catherine make the stitch?
No, a Catherine's Wheel is, it's like a pin.
I'm like, okay, Catherine.
It's a firework. So it's like a pinwheel firework that spins around. And so that's why it looks like a spirally kind of a wheel thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
That's why Catherine's Wheel.
Cool.
So it's the way that they do it, it's always so pretty. I wish I could stitch as neat as them. But
it does look really nice on the
It's
example.
really nice. So you're going to start with a pattern repeat of 10. So you're going to do 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever.
Got it.
Plus 7.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's an extra 7?
Plus 7.
Wow. Okay.
So they actually say 10 plus 6 plus 1, but it's 10 plus 7.
Okay.
So you can
Yeah,
do 7.
easier.
So I started with 27 for my little thing. Like it's basically a modified kind of shell pattern. So
that's what it reminded me of.
It
Yeah.
looks like a modified shell pattern.
Okay.
So 10 repeat of 10 plus 7 at the end. So I did 27 here. Then you're going to do, for the first row, you're going to do 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then do another single crochet into the next chain. Then you're going to skip 3 chains, and this is where the wheel starts.
Okay.
You're going to do 7 double crochets in
Whoa.
the next chain.
That's a lot.
7.
You got to keep track of your doubles.
Right?
Okay.
You have to count to 7. 7 double crochets in the next chain. Skip 3 chains, 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 chains.
Holy cow.
So that's kind of what you're going back and forth between. You're going to skip 3, do 7 doubles.
Wow.
Skip 3, do 3 singles.
Oh.
Skip 3, do 7 doubles in one chain. Skip 3, do
7 singles.
3 singles.
3 singles.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Math.
Because 3 and 7 is
10.
Yay!
I can do it.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to do that until you get to the last 4 chains.
Got it.
Then you're going to skip over 3 chains and then do 4 double crochets into the very last chain. And then you're going to turn because it's half a wheel. You're going to end with half a wheel. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, row 2.
Okay.
You're going to chain 1 and then
1.
single crochet into each of the first 2 double crochets from the row below.
Got it.
So single crochet, single crochet. Then you're going to chain 3.
Okay. Chain 3.
Chain 3. And then you're going to do a 7 double crochet together across the next 7 stitches.
What's that mean?
So that means you're going to enter the next available stitch like you're doing a double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, enter the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, enter the next stitch.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to do that for 7 stitches.
That's a really lot of yarn on your hook. Okay.
You're going to wind up with 8 loops on your
Holy
hook.
cow.
Which for me, I kept having to shove them down
Yes.
the hook and hold them down because they kept wanting to come off. So,
Right.
And I was using chunky yarn because I love my
that's your
chunky
theme.
yarn right now.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a lot, but so 7 double crochets together. Okay. Then you're going to chain 3 and single crochet into the next 3 stitches.
Interesting.
And then chain 3, do 7 together, chain 3, 7 single crochets.
Got it.
Until you get all the way down to the end. And then you have 4 stitches at the end. Then you're going to chain 3 and then double crochet 4 together across the last 4 stitches.
Holy cow.
Okay. Then turn. We're going to go on to row 3.
Okay.
Okay. So basically we have a full Catherine wheel done at this point.
Right.
Okay. So now we're just going to kind of go back over because the way you start them and the way you finish them, you're always starting and finishing with half of a Catherine wheel. So it varies on how you start. That's why we have to go through so many rows.
Okay.
So row 3, you're going to chain 3.
Whoa.
Because we're starting a Catherine wheel, right?
Got it.
Or half a Catherine wheel, right? So chain 3, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets into the first stitch. That turning chain counts as one of the stitches. That's how you come up with the 4 there.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it's really 4. Okay. Then you're going to skip 3 chains and then 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 single crochets.
Holy cow. Okay.
Okay. So there'll be a chain 3 that you're going to skip over.
Right.
And you're going to single crochet into each of the next single crochets. So this is basically a repeat of row 1.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Then you're going to skip the chain 3 and then you're going to do 7 double crochets into the loop that closed the 7 DC together from below.
Whoa.
So that's how you get that full wheel.
You got it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're going to do 7 doubles into the loop that closed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to skip the 3 chains and do 3 single crochets into the next 3 single crochets from the row below.
Mm-hmm.
Skip the 3 chains, do 7 double crochets into the next loop from the crochet 7 together from the row below. Make sense?
Yes.
You're going back and forth between that.
Yeah.
Yes. You're
trying to picture it in my
visualizing
head. I go really slow though.
I see your brain. I see your brain forming.
The wheels are cut. The cogs are turning.
Okay. And then you're going to keep doing that. And you're going to go all the way down until you are at the end of the row. You're going to skip the last 3 chains. And then you're going to do 1 single crochet into each of the last 2 single crochets.
Holy cow. Okay.
And then you're going to turn.
Turn.
And then I think this is the last row that we're going. No, we have 2 more. 2 more rows. Okay. So row number 4,
Okay.
we're going to chain 3.
At the beginning, chain 3 again.
And then we're going to double crochet 3 together because that's going to be the 4 decrease from
Got
the
it.
row right, because we're decreasing this Catherine
As you're
wheel.
going.
Yep. Half of the Catherine wheel. So DC 3 together across the next 3 stitches. Then you're going to chain 3, 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, chain 3, 7 double crochet together across the next 7 stitches, chain 3, 3 single crochets, chain 3, 7 double crochet decrease, chain 3. We got that. That's how that goes all the way to the end. And
Chain
then
3.
you have 2 stitches at the end. You're going to chain 3
Chain
and
3.
single crochet into the last stitch and single crochet into the top of the turning chain, which counts as a stitch from the row below. Because remember, that was a chain 3, so that counted as a double crochet.
Yes.
It counts as a stitch.
Okay.
Right? So you're going to single crochet in the top of the turning chain and turn. Last row.
Woo!
We are done. Chain 1.
Okay.
1 single crochet into each of the next 2 single crochets.
So just 2 singles. Okay.
Yep, 2 singles, and then skip the 3 chains.
Skip it.
Change. Skip the 3 chains. 7 double crochets into the closed loop of the 7 double crochet together from the row below.
Got it.
Skip 3 chains. 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 single crochets.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And then you're going to skip 3 chains, 7 double crochets, skip 3 chains, 3 single crochets, skip 3 chains, 7, whatever. All the way to the end. However long you're doing this.
Got it.
All the way into the end. And then you're going to skip over the last 3 chains and you're going to work 4 double crochets into the top of the turning chain from the row below.
Top of the turning chain at the end, 4 double crochets.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're going to turn.
Wow.
And then at that point, you're just going to repeat rows 2 through 5.
Holy cow.
For however long you want it to be. And look at the pictures.
They are. This is why I chose this. That's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Mine
change
doesn't
colors.
look that pretty, but I think I just need to change colors.
I was going to say, you're doing all white. Yeah. That's
it's
so
harder
cool
to
looking.
see in the all white. So I think when I make my little example for you, I will.
Different color?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll change colors.
I love it.
But it's so pretty. Little Catherine wheel.
So this, when I came to visit you, it was a little harder though, right? It's not easy.
No, this is considered an intermediate stitch because you have to keep track of so many chains. And then it's a 4-row repeat.
Yeah.
So you have to
It's
keep
not
in
just
mind.
constantly going. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to keep in mind, like when you're doing 3 chains to turn or 1 chain to turn and what's happening on each one. Because the Catherine wheel moves a little bit.
Yeah. It's got to be spaced a little bit differently.
Yeah.
It's so cool though.
Yeah.
Good job.
And while I was doing this, my brain kept singing, "Rock me, mama, like a Catherine wheel," instead of wagon wheel. So that was what was going on in my head. In case you were interested and want to know what plays in my head while I crochet, that's what was playing in my head this time.
That's so cute.
Yay.
Good job.
So
that's hard, but I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like once you get the hang of it, it's like, oh, okay.
Then you get it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like I'd have to write things down and check things off? Because I have to do that with a lot of other things.
No, I don't think so. Because when you're working the main body of it, it's either 7 double crochets or 7 double crochets together.
Yeah.
And you're either chaining 3 with 3 single crochets or you're skipping to do 3 single crochets.
Got it.
So it kind of sticks in your brain. The only tricky part with this is knowing when you're ending or starting with half of a Catherine wheel or you're starting with the chain part.
Got it.
Because you're either starting in the middle of the single crochets or you're starting in the middle of a Catherine wheel. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just have to pay attention to
where you're doing.
Yeah, where you're doing that.
That's so cool though.
That's what I found to be tricky about this pattern. But other than that, it's like, oh, I'm making a wheel.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It spins around. Yeah. Yay.
Like a wheel.
Like a wheel. Gosh darn it.
So now that we have wheels, are we ready to get on the road?
Yes, this is a little longer, so buckle in.
Buckle up. Put your travel pants on. It's story time. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Yay! All right.
Okay, where are we going to?
We're in Arizona now.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's hot. Hot. Okay. I've mentioned this before. There are so many ghost towns in Arizona.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I'm excited to discuss in the future podcast. But for now, I'm taking us to Highway 93 between Kingman and Wickenburg. And it's also known as Blood Alley. This area is roughly 129 miles long, but can get very windy and hilly, which has caused a lot of massive pileups and cars randomly veering off the road as drivers misjudge turns.
Oh, no.
This makes locals believe the highway is cursed.
It's cursed. Blood Road.
Blood Alley.
Oh, Blood Alley.
Similar.
Yeah.
Okay. But in 2018, the Highway 93 was ranked most dangerous highway in the country due to federal crash data, because the overall number of people killed and crashes that didn't involve other highways.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that
no.
creepy?
That's creepy.
So between 2010 and 2016, there were 70 deadly crashes on this highway with 90 fatalities.
That's over 10 a year. Did I do math right?
I think so.
6 years, 70. Yes.
90 fatalities. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that creepy?
That's not good.
Not good. And I believe, though, they started updating the highway over the last few years, but at night, the highway is super creepy.
Oh, I love that it takes them 6 years, over 90 fatalities for them to be like,
Oh, let's fix it.
maybe we should do something
Right?
about this.
So, no, it's crazy is that in the 1980s, they even updated it and still didn't do much.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So this is just a spooky, creepy, high fatality highway.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
not drive on
Nope,
it.
I'm good. Well, we have to go because this is our spooky.
Yeah.
We're going to do it anyway.
Man. Okay.
Drivers have reported apparitions, ghosts, and other unexplained visions that pop up in the middle of the road.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, this next tale about haunted Highway 93 could be a complete hoax,
Oh, no.
but we would love if someone has experienced this. So tell us if you have.
If you guys have been on
Highway 93
in Arizona and have experienced this, we want to know.
Ready? The ghost bus.
Oh, it's a bus.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ghost bus. All websites and stories really start with one article written by Jim Cook in 2003 and was even donned. This guy was, his name was Official Arizona State Liar.
Oh, no.
Due to his conjuring of tall tales about Arizona. So just, it's up to you. Take it with a grain of salt, but I thought it was a really fun story. So let's dive into it.
Okay.
Okay. July 1990.
Okay.
Bus 777
Oh.
is a turnaround bus that left Phoenix, Arizona to Laughlin, Nevada. And a turnaround bus, I don't know if you know what this is. Have you heard of that?
They turn around.
Yeah, pretty much. Good
So
job.
they just go back and forth.
Yeah. So they take a busload of people who want to gamble,
Uh-huh.
take them to the casinos, and then return either that same day or the day after. So it's like really quick.
Oh, okay.
Bus
Quick
trip. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the, okay, turnaround bus 777. Okay. There was 48 people on this bus in 1990. The bus starts its way. It's roughly a 4-hour trip by car. It's a little longer by bus.
Mm-hmm.
The bus is on US 60, turns into US 93.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And they stop in Wickenburg for a stretch and a snack. Once the journey continues, the bus driver, who's named Joe,
Joe. That's a
What's up,
good bus
Joe?
driver
Yep.
name.
He noticed that the air conditioner started to fail.
Uh-oh.
Joe pulls over, explains the issue to the passengers, tells them to vote whether they return to Phoenix or keep going. And what did they want to do?
Keep going.
They want to gamble.
Because they want to gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I don't care about the AC. So they keep going. But as they continue on, the bus starts to encounter even more issues to the point that the bus is leaving a trail of smoke behind them.
Uh-oh.
They've made it roughly 2/3 of the way to Laughlin, and he pulls over again, same drill, and he says he could either turn around or send for another bus to pick them up. The passengers are really agitated at this point, and they really want him to push through.
Oh,
So-
no. Don't listen to a bunch of gamblers. Like,
They're
you
addicts.
know your bus. Like,
Yep.
if your bus is overheating, you have your responsibility to be like,
Yeah.
don't give
Don't
them
do
an
it.
option.
Yeah,
Just
no.
say, okay, guys, this bus isn't safe anymore. You will die if we continue. So we're going to pull
Death-
over and wait for another bus.
Death or gambling. No, they continue.
Ugh, people.
So they're only 45 minutes away at this point, but the bus is even worse for the wear. Joe makes the executive decision to stop and tell them they cannot go on. passengers are in an outrage.
Oh, gosh.
And they basically take over the bus.
I need to throw away my money.
I gotta get rid of it. They kick Joe out of the bus.
No.
They all collectively get out of the bus, start pushing the bus.
Oh, my gosh.
And as soon as it starts getting up and going over the hill, they all hop in. And that's the last anybody had seen of bus 777.
Oh, I love it. That's a good story. That I see the movie playing in my mind.
In your head? Yeah,
all
you
the
can see that
horrible
story.
people that are,
Just so bad.
Yeah.
One, it was so funny. One website, and I think they it was just one website. They claim that there was a passenger on board that was the one that like kind of initiated that overthrow. Yeah. And they're all like hinting that he looked very devilish.
Whoa.
So they're like, maybe he was. Anyway, that was funny. Now,
instigator.
Exactly. 3 years later,
whoa,
drivers start report seeing this ghost bus on Highway 93. Yeah. There's a sort of checklist on how you see it. Okay. First, you have to be driving late at night.
Of course. Yeah, makes sense.
Next, you have to be near Union Pass around Morristown or on Highway 93 between Wickenburg and Wickiup. Then, if you look in your rearview mirror, you will see the bus coming rapidly towards you out of nowhere and proceeds to tailgate you.
Oh, no.
Once it gets close enough, you will see something dripping from the headlights as if they were tears.
Oh, no.
Once you believe
the poor bus. The bus was like, I just was trying to die and nobody would let me.
No one would let me get
die.
Fixed. Nope. Once you believe the bus is about to collide with your vehicle, you will then realize that the bus either passes over you or even through you. And then you will see the bus and it will appear to melt into a silvery liquid pool.
What? That's crazy.
That's ludicrous.
Okay, I want to see this bus. Let's go.
See, now we're going to go to Highway 93.
Okay, you got me.
But the
uh-oh.
feeling that something or someone is in your passenger seat or back seats and they should be empty will creep in.
Oh,
so you'll
feel people. They're like hitching a ride with us. Take me to Vegas.
Laughlin.
I need to gamble. Oh my goodness.
So that's the ghost bus story.
I like it.
That's Highway 93.
That's a good one. I like it.
I wish I knew more. Someone did say like Highway 93 is really creepy. I mean, obviously there's so much death, and sadness. So I'm guessing there's other apparitions, but I couldn't figure out what they were. So if you see a ghost bus, that's cool.
Yeah,
just let us know.
The ghost bus one is fun. Yeah. Good choice.
Thanks. We're going to go to Utah now.
Utah.
Now I'm going to do a quick history lesson on this next highway. Former Route 666 or the Devil's Highway. Yes, this was real. They did name this route 666.
Oh no.
Now, during the Mexican-American War in 1848, Route 666 was a trading route and known as the Old Spanish Trail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the main route to serve the Mexican nation. Today, it serves the Four Corners region of the U.S., New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. Due to obvious reasons of the numbering in 2003, it was changed to Route 491.
No, okay, yeah.
I think it's Route 491 in most parts and then like Route 191.
So I love how it took them till 2003 to rename the Devil's Highway.
Right? That's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are not very fast at things in the U.S.
We're pretty slow.
Yeah.
Also, people blame the old numbering on how haunted this highway is. I'm going to go through the list of spooky appearances and events, but know that it may not all be centrally in Utah because, like I said, this highway kind of goes in those four corners.
Yeah.
But a lot of it does take place in Utah.
I've been to Four Corners.
I want to go to Four Corners. That is
it's
so
fun.
cool.
I've been in all four states at the same time.
You are so cool.
Sure. Yes.
I'm sure you didn't feel that cool, but
yeah,
I think it's cool.
I was a teenager at the time.
Oh,
we were driving
you're too cool for school.
to California.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
whatever.
And my parents were like, let's go to Four Corners. We have 4 kids. Let's put everybody in a different state.
That's so cute.
And then,
did you rotate?
Yeah, we rotated.
I love it.
Just because, we had to be fair.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we were like, you can't come to my state.
That's a teenage
But I think
thing.
that's all of Utah that I've been in.
Nice.
It's just the little corner there.
Oh, I want to go to Utah.
I want to go to Utah.
It's
we
so
were supposed
pretty.
to go to Utah, I think, last winter. Or
Oh.
Thanksgiving. We were going to go to Utah and go to all the 5. They have 5 national parks. So we were going to go to the 5 national parks. But then our reservations got canceled because we were going to take our trailer. And
Did it flood?
No, the parks,
Oh.
like the places that we were going to go to, the trailer parks that we were going to take our trailer to.
Yeah.
Called us and they were like, oh, we have to cancel your reservations. We're going to be closed, which was a good thing because during the time that we were supposed to be there, people froze to death at one of the parks.
Oh my
or something
gosh.
like that. Yeah. They were
Well,
on a
that was
trail
a good blessing in disguise.
Yes.
Oh, that's creepy. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you didn't go.
Yes. I'm glad we didn't
But
go to
next time.
Utah, but we do want to go.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun. Okay. So first, there is the infamous little girl in white that has been spotted on Route 666. The road, yeah, the
little
road,
girl on
little
Route
girl,
666. No, she's a devil.
automatically. The road can be very desolate with nothing around for miles and miles. So most drivers who spot the little girl will pull over to offer their assistance. Yet, when they try to help, she vanishes.
Of course she does.
Of course she does. She probably wants you to get hit.
Yeah.
Then more ominous.
Or take your soul.
Oh no! Don't say that. Okay, more ominous. What you're gonna love?
Yeah.
Skinwalkers.
Yay! Yay! I'm
Yay.
excited for skinwalkers.
No. We will most likely cover them in another episode.
Yes, we will.
Because I want to. But skinwalkers stem from Navajo legend and are human creatures that can transform into animals such as wolves, coyotes, or crows. They hunt at night, attacking humans to steal their skins. And that's why they're called the skinwalkers.
Yes.
They tend to show themselves as animals and either jump in front of moving vehicles or stand in the middle of the road with the purpose to cause drivers to swerve and or crash. I've heard various tales of seeing skinwalkers running alongside fast-moving vehicles as well, which we'll probably get into at some point, but on other roads. Again, we will deep dive this later. So, yeah, skinwalkers have been seen. And I'm guessing this is more New Mexico, Arizona, down south. But
Yeah.
on 666.
Get your kicks.
Ooh. I don't know if I want those kicks.
No.
Then probably just as creepy as the skinwalkers are reported of hellhounds.
Yay! The return of the hellhounds.
They're all over.
Every single road trip. Well, maybe not every single road trip.
Almost
but they
all.
come up a lot.
They do. They really do. It is said they patrol remote regions of the road. Just like I mentioned about the skinwalkers, hellhounds have been seen keeping pace with cars on the highway. According to paranorms.com, the legend is that they have the ability to shred tires with their teeth or sharp claws, and even enter moving vehicles and attempt to maul the driver and or passengers. No, thank you.
Oh no.
The hounds are supposedly to be blamed for the copious amounts of car accidents on that road.
Oh, blame the hellhounds.
Yep, blame them.
Not the people driving poorly, but it's the hellhounds.
Yeah, you gotta blame something.
Oh man.
Oh, hellhounds. Then there is an experience regarding the mad trucker.
The mad trucker.
Yes, Linda.
Does he want to have a tea party like the Mad Hatter?
I think it's a little more ominous than that.
Okay.
So Linda Dunning, she's the author of Specters and Doorways, A History and Hauntings of Utah, told her husband's story when he was on the highway.
Oh, this is a personal story. Ooh.
So one night he was driving on former Route 66 when suddenly he saw a truck that looked like it was on fire heading straight for him.
Oh no.
Yeah, right down the middle of the highway.
Oh no.
The truck was going so fast that sparks were flying up off the wheels and flames were coming from the smokestack.
Oh no. That's not
Yeah,
good.
his guess was the truck was traveling around 130 miles per hour.
Holy bajolies, can they even go that fast?
I don't know. Yeah, hell truck can.
Oh yeah. I guess the hell truck can.
But no, I don't think they
Wow.
could. He was so frightened, he veered off the side of the road, and she even said he fled into the desert until the fiery truck passed by.
Oh,
That's
my
how scared he was.
gosh.
I would be scared.
I would be
pee your
my
pants.
Yeah. I'm so terrified.
But he isn't the only one who has had an encounter, as there are numerous reports of near misses with this flaming truck.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's
it's like the devil truck.
Yes.
Yeah. Creepy, right?
That is very creepy.
Creepiest to me.
Oh no. Okay, here we go.
Time warps and mysterious disappearances.
Okay.
I don't know why that creeps me out of everything.
Because you don't have enough time.
I don't have enough time. Drivers have disappeared on Route 491, but some have disappeared for very long periods of time, even days, and reappear at their destination or completely different places with no recollection of where they were or how they got there.
What?
Yeah. Time warp, man.
That's crazy.
Isn't that creepy? Portals. I don't know. Portals, time jumps.
That made me think of Mothman prophecy.
Yes.
Right?
And the movie?
Yeah. He suddenly just showed up.
Yeah.
Completely.
When it was like an 8-hour drive that turned into an hour drive or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
2 hours, something like that. Yeah.
Some say they are on the road for much, much longer than expected and not sure where the time went, especially when they compare their journey with others and had hit no traffic.
Ooh.
So where were they driving?
Let's do the time warp again. Right?
Yes.
Oh, this is crazy. I don't like the time warpy things.
It's the creepiest one. So all in all, some people adamantly avoid driving on Route 491 at all costs due to thinking it's cursed.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's cursed.
Yeah?
Don't drive on the Devil's Highway.
Why would you name it that?
Because they were asking for trouble.
Right?
Somebody thought it would be funny.
Funny. Well, they're talking about how it like kind of stemmed from Route 66. So why would you add a 6 to it?
Yeah. No, you can add
a
1. There are...
I like that we came up with a 1.
There are 9 other numbers that you could use. You don't have to use the 6.
Or like shorten it. Go to Route 6.
Or just a 9. If
Or
you
something
want
different.
Yeah. If you don't want to have to like print another number. If you
turn
already
it
have the
upside
6,
down.
turn it upside down. There
That's
you go.
true.
You got a 9.
Okay. But yeah, we have to go through it now.
Ugh.
That's our haunted road trip.
Oh
Sorry.
my goodness.
So we're going to Idaho.
Idaho.
And then has to deal with a bridge and a road that has a tragic tale. I don't have a lot of evidence of this, but let's go into the tale.
Okay. I'm excited.
Okay. And
That cave looks creepy.
it's really creepy. Okay.
It's just like a big dark hole.
Big dark-
I mean, it's a cave.
I love you. Okay. The story does not happen in the early 1800s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
But rather early 20th century.
the 1900s.
Yeah.
Because I can tell the difference between centuries.
You got this now.
hundreds.
You got this. Okay. Apparently in Twin Falls, Idaho, kids were disappearing.
No.
Yeah, kids. Soon locals found out that there was a serial killer murdering these children in a cave under what was known as the Singing Bridge.
Oh.
Yeah. This is off Shoshone Street, which was replaced by the current Old Town Bridge in the 1990s. There were supposedly 8 children in all.
Oh.
The killer was nicknamed the Devil's Henchman, and after the murders, he would take to the rocks below the bridge and etch each face into the rock. Yeah. And
that was like such a visceral reaction.
It was. That was good. Apparently, he also etched his own face into the hillside.
Dum-dum.
Yeah. Well, he was like lurking over the kids. That's what it said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you're giving yourself away.
Yeah. Like, hey, who's that?
Unless he, draws like a kindergartner and it's just like
a big round face.
Yeah, and smiling.
Big eyes.
Yeah. Oh.
Vandalism and time have worn away the children's faces, but according to Only in Your State, the henchman's profile is still faintly visible.
Gross.
Yeah. If you visit the cave under the Singing Bridge at night, you will hear unearthly whispers as people believe the bridge is haunted by the spirits of the abducted children. Some have claimed to feel a very overpowering, malevolent entity or force and feel that it is the devil's henchman's spirit lingering where he once prowled. There are a few YouTube videos where people have visited the cave underneath the bridge and tried finding the faces. I watched one.
Yeah.
You can't find it. I don't see. I couldn't make out anything, like I said, 100%. But who knows, as I'm unsure, it's just face pareidolia. Do you remember what did you talk about pareidolia?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
with dolls?
So, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Explain it.
I did it with the dolls, but no, I think I did it more with Bigfoot and people seeing.
That's right.
The blob squatch is what they would call
yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what my guess is with the rocks.
So you see faces in shapes.
Everyday objects. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the singing bridge.
The singing bridge.
You want to go visit a cave?
No.
It was creepy in this
That's
YouTube
very
video.
ominous.
People were in there, and there's homeless people that had set up camp. So you see not tents. You see sleeping bags in there and the pillows and stuff. But they looked everywhere, and they were kind of panning on everything. I didn't see anything, but
oh wow,
spooky. We're going to my home state,
Washington.
Woo-hoo! This is the road. It's a very dark road.
It's a road. Yeah. Very dark road.
Very dark. As we drive through my home state, we have to hop onto a ferry.
Yay!
Yeah, to visit the next haunted road. We travel to Bremerton, Washington, and the road is called Holland Road, but locals call it Ghost Road.
Spooky.
There are 2 ghosts that linger on this road,
Ooh.
both killed in similar manners.
Oh no.
Yeah. The first is of an older man who wanted to just check his mail late at night after getting home from work. While at his mailbox on Holland Road, a group of drunk teenagers struck the poor man and killed him instantly.
Oh, why?
Because they're bad. The other tale supposedly took place in 1937. A little girl was riding her horse on the road when suddenly another drunk driver came around and struck her and the horse, and the girl died instantly. The horse, I think it perished. And you'll see why.
Okay.
Also, I had to look up what kind of cars were in 1937.
Yeah. You're so cute.
I was like, what kind of cars would have come like that fast? I guess.
I mean, it faster than a horse. And
right.
and it's made of steel. I'm thinking that she probably got knocked off the horse.
Yeah,
and that
and died.
probably is what killed her. Because I think she's taller than the car. I don't think the car would have struck her unless she landed in the road and it drove over her.
Oh.
That's so, I don't want to even
that's
think
even
that.
sad.
Yeah.
But cars back then were made pretty strong.
Yeah, it's steel.
Yeah. So yeah, I can see that killing you instantly.
It's not crumpling.
No, against a horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
The man did not want to get caught.
So
he called some of his friends. They secretly took the girl and buried her. That's sad.
What an asshole.
Right? And I was like, I wrote in here, did they leave the horse? Like, how does that work?
Oh, they don't care about the horse. They're not going to jail over a dead horse.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, someone must have caught wind that he was on the road that same night. The little girl was, because they did question him, and he denied any involvement with her death. However, a few weeks later, the man mysteriously passed away.
Oh, so somebody figured out, and they're like, "I'm poisoning you."
Hey, asbestos. Right?
Ooh.
No, or rat poisoning. I don't know.
Yeah. Arsenic.
That's what I was like. Asbestos. They're in the walls.
Asbestos will kill you,
yeah.
but it's much slower.
Yeah. Well, then years and years later, after the girl's parents died, an old lady bought the home. However, paranormal things were happening to her on a nightly basis, and supposedly she kept a journal and recorded everything.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not, but she would constantly see the little girl and her horse in her home and on the street. On one spooky night, the little girl yelled at the lady, "Get out of my house." Yeah.
Poor sweet girl.
But the old lady stayed put. And the story goes that the old lady perished soon after, but due to unknown circumstances.
Oh, little girl.
She's angry.
No, but okay. So the old lady just needed to be like, "Look, this is my house now.
Right?
I bought it. You can stay here, but you have to play nice."
It kind of reminds me of Samara from The Ring with the horses.
Oh, but no. Oh.
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Okay.
That was so sad.
But the police found her journal, and they understood that her home was haunted, they decided to tear down the home soon after.
That's not going to get rid of the ghost.
Well, they don't know that. They have to bless that house.
Yeah.
Bless the shit out of it.
Yes, you do.
Nowadays, people report hearing a horse or horses trotting around and eating when nothing is remotely around them.
Oh, that would be cool.
You hear the horses?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be cool.
I would like that.
I would not like
love
that.
Horses.
Yeah. Ghost horses? Okay.
It's a horse. It's
Okay.
not gonna, unless it's like got flames coming out of its butt. I don't know. It wouldn't, I don't think the horse is gonna hurt me. That they're not malicious.
You're funny.
You're like looking at me strangely.
You are
right
too
now.
funny. Well, some say they see the little girl in the fog. She has long black hair, Samara, and is usually seen on her horse. Some people just claim to see strange shapes moving around, and most see the girl on her horse on foggy nights.
Oh man,
there's Washington.
Yay,
I gotta go to Bremerton.
Washington.
Yeah,
the ring was in Washington.
that's right.
That's why you keep saying Samara.
There
is that
you go.
Were you leading me to
seriously,
do that, or you just didn't connect that?
Put that together.
Oh,
That's really creepy.
Wow.
There you go. That's the ring girl. Creepy. Now this next state and story is going to break your heart.
Oh no.
Okay, we're going to Oregon, and I do need to go to Oregon to visit my sister-in-law.
Yay.
So hey, Oregon.
Hey, Oregon. I have family there too.
Hey, we gotta go. We're gonna take old Highway 97 down south to Jefferson County, Oregon, and here we visit an old bridge. It's called the Crooked River High Bridge. Crooked
River
High Bridge.
It's very literal. If you're looking at the picture,
Yeah.
there's a crooked river, and the bridge is very high.
Very, very high.
Over the bridge.
Yes.
Oh, over the river.
Over the river. Good job. The steel arch bridge was completed in 1926. It is 464 feet long, and the deck is about 295 feet above the canyon floor.
That is so high.
It's very high, and it spans the Crooked River. It was built as a 2-lane road, but as traffic got heavier, they decided to build a much wider Rex T. Barber Veterans Memorial Bridge, finished in 2000.
Okay.
The Crooked River High Bridge still remains, but it's only to pedestrian traffic.
Okay.
Heads up. Before the Crooked River High Bridge was built, there was a rickety wood bridge prior and apparently had a lot of accidents and even deaths. Even after the bridge was built, still many accidents, suicides, and murder has happened.
Murder.
Quick note. I'm going to go into that.
Throw somebody over. You're not surviving that fall.
No, you're not. Quick note. There's a very creepy sign.
Okay.
That proves there have been a lot of animal deaths.
Oh, animals.
Dog deaths.
Puppies. Is that why I'm sad?
No, this is one part.
Oh.
It says, warning, hazardous cliff. Many dogs have died here. Put your dog back in the vehicle.
Oh, no.
It's sad. It's a very bad warning. That
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It said that many people accidentally throw their dog toys too far or off the cliff, and dogs will just jump over and fetch them. Because it's literally the guardrails right here.
Yeah.
But some think because of the previous souls that linger here, dogs start acting weird and almost trance-like.
Oh, so they're just going to follow that soul, and then the soul leads them to. Oh,
That's very sad.
Puppies, no. Rosie, you can't go.
Nope, not taking your dog out of the car.
No.
Let us get into the spookiest, chilling tale of all, the murders.
Oh.
True crime. True crime alert. See, I'm going to touch the true crime. Janace June Freeman, born 1941 in Oregon, was supposedly the victim of sexual abuse by her father, or stepfather, starting at the age of 3.
Oh my God.
Told you. Trigger warnings, everybody. I'm so sorry. I forgot to say that. Trigger warnings.
I'm going to vomit.
Yeah. And her mother knew about it and didn't do
Oh my gosh.
anything.
Mom.
This trauma led to problems for her in her teenage years, and she was sent to a reform school in the 1950s. This is her.
That poor woman. Oh
After school, Janace was hired by Gertrude Jackson to babysit her kids time to time. But then in 1961, they became lovers. Janace only 19, Gertrude 32.
Oh my gosh.
And Janace moved in with Gertrude and became a waitress. Janace was not the nicest person.
Well, no.
But in fact, quite the opposite.
Oh, she's evil.
The relationship was volatile, and most believe she thought the children were in the way of their relationship. Reasons are still unknown. Do you know where this is going? Yeah.
I
think your heart's going to break.
I know.
So what is known is on May 11th, 1961, they drove the kids to the Crooked River High Bridge. And as far as we know, at one point, Gertrude left the car, but when she returned, her son was naked, strangled, and beaten with a tire iron.
Oh my gosh.
They threw his poor body off the bridge. Oh. And as far as Gertrude's daughter, she did testify that she was still alive when she was thrown over the cliff. I know. I'm so sorry. Angela's face. Larry was 6 years old. Martha was only 4 years old.
My God.
These poor babies. And they were abused to make it appear as if they were sexually abused before they were thrown over.
Yeah.
To like give a cover.
Aww.
I know. I'm so sorry.
No,
Trigger warning.
right.
Poor kids. I know.
Aww.
The children were found, but no one could identify them until Janace's stepfather came forward and thought they could be her friends, Gertrude's kids. They had stopped by his home on Thursday, May 11th, saying they were on their way to Oakland, California, and they had placed the kids in a foster home. They went to Janace's sister's Phyllis to help identify the children, where she was able to do so. An all-points warrant was issued, and they were arrested a few hours later near San Francisco. I know. Gertrude Jackson was the first woman in Oregon to be sentenced to death. However, because she testified against Janace and instead received a life sentence for killing her daughter.
What happened to Janace? Because like Gertrude was an accomplice, but Janace did it.
Janace beat her son.
Yeah.
Gertrude was released, though, after serving only 7 years. Janace, in 1964, was also sentenced to death, but then it was changed to a life sentence because the initiative passed in Oregon to eliminate the death penalty. She served only 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
Released on parole, but was put into jail once again because she began a relationship with another woman named Darla, threatened her with a knife because she refused to go to the store to buy cigarettes. And she died in prison in 2003. Poor kids. See, I knew. See, I tried to warn her. I was like, I have a bad true crime. I have to tell because it's related to this road.
Okay. I'm okay.
Okay. You got it?
Yep.
Okay. I know. I even wrote heartbreaking case. I'm so sorry.
No.
To this day, on stormy nights, there are reports of hearing children screaming on the bridge.
Yeah.
And after dark, their full body apparitions have been known to manifest. Most report seeing the two children holding hands. They're seen slightly glowing, and those that are near feel an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair.
Yeah. I want to go. I want to give them hugs.
See, we have to go.
Yeah.
You can help them.
Oh, I'm like seriously crying, guys. I'm not joking.
It's
really
a sad
crying.
story. I know. I'm so sorry. Now to go back to the dogs. Let's get off of this. Whew. Okay. Dogs. Go back to the dogs.
Children and dogs. You know
right? The worst.
Man.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I have makeup on today. And I'm like, I never wear makeup, but I have makeup on today.
And you're smearing it all over. It's all good. You add character now.
Oh, man. Oh, my glasses are fogging up. Now I can't see. Okay.
Did I get you? I'm sorry. I sprinkled in true crime.
My gosh.
Oregon,
right.
Man. Okay. A lot of people have seen at least a few dogs running around together and playing, but they're translucent and disappear as soon as someone tries to approach them. They'll also hear dogs bark right next to them when there are no dogs around.
Oh, wow.
Those puppies are still there.
Ghost dog.
There have been other full body apparitions spotted on the bridge of people that are badly wounded and bandaged.
Oh, what are their stories?
No idea. As soon as someone spots them and they find them, they vanish. So no sure why they're some maybe soldiers.
Badly wounded and bandaged?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Lastly, this is the strange one.
Okay.
Herd of cattle appear on the bridge late at night. A herd of cattle. People can hear them. And once a light is shown on them, they just disappear.
What?
And this happens supposedly many times.
Ghost cows.
Ghost cows.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Yes. What was this bridge called again? I can't remember.
Oh, spooky, scary time that I don't like.
I'm sorry. Crooked River High Bridge.
Crooked River High Bridge. Oh, that like took me
got you,
on
huh?
a ride. You got
I'm sorry.
me.
I didn't mean to.
Does my makeup look okay?
You look great. You always look great to me.
It's all smeary.
Oh, yeah. Dogs and kids. I'm so sorry for those kids. So, okay. Let's get out of Oregon. Yeah. We're going to go to Nevada. This is our last state today.
Oh, Nevada. Okay.
Nevada. We'll end this week in the Silver State. First honorable mention of spookiest roads goes to Highway 50. I had to ask Angela about this.
Okay.
This is deemed the loneliest road in America by Life magazine. Loneliest. Yep. Quick tale is that in the 1870s, a group of Chinese miners were inside a mine when it caved in and trapped them. Their bodies weren't discovered until the late 1980s.
Oh my gosh.
Late 1980s.
That what?
Yeah. Where they did finally lay them to rest. However, some say while driving on Highway 50, they'll see glowing lanterns ahead and then even see the Chinese miners cross the road. That's sad. What's crazy is Stephen King actually based his novel Desperation, which is one of my favorite books, on this road and the stories that go along with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's creepy. So that's honorable mention. But we're going to drive over to Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
We're going to go to Sand Hill Road.
Sand Hill Road.
Here, there are 3 feet high flood tunnels between Charleston Boulevard and Sahara Avenue on Sand Hill Road. And it's a really spooky place.
Ooh.
Yeah. The legend is that a couple were driving down Olive Street on a motorcycle, lost control and crashed into the construction debris when the tunnels were being built.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Unfortunately, their bodies were not found until hours later.
Oh,
spooky.
That's not good.
No. Now, people claim to hear disembodied voices when they pass over the tunnels, and they hear also whispers and moans. Also, an apparition of an old woman appears on the adjacent dirt road that chases motorists until the cars leave her street. Then
Get
disappears.
out of here.
Get off my lawn. That's what I think of. And then poof, she's gone. Awesome. Picture of the tunnels. See that?
Yeah.
So that's under the bridge, under the street.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
That is very creepy.
Yeah. Some claim that it's not really ghosts that haunt, but zombies.
Oh, zombies.
What?
I love it. Zombies.
Zombies. Some have traveled into the tunnels and have found bones with tooth marks in them.
Oh, no.
That's why they suspect zombies. Why? I don't know.
Oh.
All in all, those who do visit Sand Hill Road and the tunnels to catch a glimpse of the paranormal often feel very nauseous and uneasy. Natalie Falk contributed her experience on Only in Your State and said she did get hit with a wave of nausea sitting by the tunnels. When they left, she felt way better. But when they returned to the same spot, she had that nausea hit her again.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The only time I've been nauseous in Vegas is because I've had too much to drink.
Hey-o! And that's Sand Hill Road.
Sand Hill Road. Wow. I am exhausted.
Did I take you on an emotional roller coaster?
I am so emotional. I get so emotional, baby. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what a trip. If you guys are enjoying this road trip, they're every bit of as emotional as I am. I'm a mess right now, guys. You can email us at theominousstitch@gmail.com. You can also head over to patron.com and look us up at the Ominous Stitch podcast.
Yeah.
And if you want to become a patron, there will be a little button there that you can click, as well as get all of our latest episodes. Join the patron club. It's really fun. We had a patron chat earlier today, which was so much fun. Hence the makeup, because ordinarily I don't wear makeup. And we would love to have you be a member of our community. So whether you want to be a patron or you just want to drop us a line, you can email us at theominousstitch@gmail.com, which I already said, or you can comment on any of our social medias.
That's
we
right.
are on all of the major social media platforms.
And P.S.
Yes.
Kate, thank you. She gave us a rating.
Oh, yeah, she did. That's right. Our second rating.
I didn't see this. I mean, she gave it to us in January. I totally forgot.
Kate.
I didn't even see it until now. Sorry.
Thank you for the rating, Kate.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's so awesome.
Yay.
That helps us a lot.
It does.
So yes.
Yeah.
Reach out to us.
Reach out to us. We want to hear from you. And if you have any ideas for our road trip is starting to come to an end. I think we just have a few more states left.
Yep.
So if you have any ideas for future podcasts or any stitches you want us to cover or any movies, anything, we want to hear from you. So speaking of movies, is it movie time?
It's movie time.
Yay!
This week's movie, Splinter, released in 2008, 6.1 stars on IMDb, and the synopsis. Trapped in an isolated gas station by a voracious splinter parasite that transforms its still living victims into deadly hosts, a young couple and an escaped convict must find a way to work together to survive this primal terror. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. She gave me a list of 3 movies to choose from, and I was like, let's watch Splinter. I just chose one at random. To be honest, I was like, let's just choose one at random. We'll go with Splinter.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Why did I include this movie in our choices? Because we haven't done like a monster movie yet in a while.
Oh, is it a monster?
I guess.
It's like a parasite.
Yeah, that's what it says, parasite. But it's like parasite monster.
It turns its victims into monsters.
True.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like The Last of Us. Is that what that is?
That's right.
That's way better than Splinter.
So much better.
Like a gajillion.
Yeah.
Like not even in the same world.
This was weird.
It was so weird.
It was like so convenient that this biologist is there with them. Like he's like the geek, but of course he turns out to be the hero.
It makes no sense to me that he's a biologist. Okay, first of all, he will never be anything but Evan R. Lawson from Royal Pains to me. That is who he is forever. He will never be anything else than that. And I'm sorry, I don't remember what the actor's name is, but he is Evan R. Lawson, and I've seen him in a lot of things. I enjoy him, but that's just who he is to me.
This was a bad choice for him, I think.
It makes no sense because they go camping. He loves trees. He's
a biologist.
He's not.
He doesn't camp.
A camper. No.
If you love nature that much,
he's not a nature person
to be a camper.
Yeah, no, I see him in the lab. That makes sense.
Yeah,
but in nature,
he's
not
terrible.
A nature boy.
He's terrible.
Yeah,
his wife, his
girlfriend, yeah,
live-in girlfriend, whatever. Yeah, way better of a. What did he call the convict kept calling her? Feisty or something word like that. Firecracker.
Yeah, because she drives stick.
Yeah,
she's very like capable and strong,
independent.
Independent, and she is like, hey, let's go camping.
Yeah.
Let's go out in the woods. She's outdoorsy. She's very like fun and smart and great. Her character is great.
Yes,
she's very. I like that we got to watch a movie with a strong female character.
Sure,
and she could kick all the other people's butts in this movie.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
She's self-capable. Yeah.
So that's the good thing that I can say about this movie.
Good job. Oh, look at you. The
strong
positives.
Female character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Other than that?
Okay. This is the thing that drove me the most crazy about this movie.
Okay.
Is that for whatever reason, the convict's character why does he become a hero? Why?
Because you're supposed to feel for him.
No,
you're supposed to feel that he was a convict.
Stockholm syndrome kind of thing. No, he's a convict.
Well, he tells him his story. He's like, oh, well, no, he didn't mean to. Remember, I think he was just stealing things.
Okay,
and then
so he's like, I'm just a thief.
I'm just a thief.
But then I wound up shooting this guy in the back
and didn't kill him. And so, but he felt he had a heart.
He suffered for a year before he died.
Yeah,
because he shattered the guy's spine.
Yeah. And then he wanted to give his money to his wife. So you're supposed to feel a little for him.
No, he's terrible to his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
He like
held the
cracked
couple.
out. He's, a meth head and I mean, I don't think he was drugged out at this time, but he held them at gunpoint.
That's true.
Stole their car.
He didn't have to.
Vehicle.
He didn't have to take them hostage. She even said that. I didn't think there was hostages involved.
Yeah, and he was horrible to his girlfriend. He was horrible to the people that he hijacked.
Yep. But then he
just
turned it around.
terrible. But then like once the Splinter thing comes and
Spoiler alert.
kills his girlfriend and they wind up in the gas station together, he suddenly becomes very sympathetic and then he becomes the hero. I'm like, no, that's so lame. I was so mad at that. I'm like, how are they suddenly okay with this dude?
Tell us
They
how
do
you really
wind up
feel.
cutting his arm off. So I don't know.
It was a weird movie. I don't know.
It was upsetting.
It was.
It was gross.
And like the monster, you couldn't even see it so much. It moved so fast because they didn't want to put too much money into it, I think. So I was like, what? I see splinters?
Yeah,
but
I don't like all the spiky things.
Yeah, but I was
I
like,
get it. It's Splinter.
Yeah,
okay.
they hit that on the head, but. And the fact that it couldn't survive in the cold and
where
did
that's how
it
they're
come
going to beat it. They're going
from?
to drop their body temperatures down to.
Where did it come from?
Why bother? It doesn't matter. Why must my silly pride ruin our chances? Sorry, that's from an opera.
I love
have
it.
to go back to.
I love it, but it just
Johnny
kind of
Skeety.
dropped you in one place out of nowhere. It just hit you on the head a bunch of times with different things, and then it was over.
Nicole's like, how is he shooting that shotgun with one arm? If you can't do that, that makes no sense.
He's got to be in pain from his arm being amputated with nothing except a big brick and a box cutter. Then he's got this huge shotgun that like makes it has to have some kind of recharge. Like when it shoots, it's going to push you back, and he's holding it with one arm, and he's in pain, and like. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
like,
no.
It doesn't make any
Turns
sense.
this crazy convict, all benevolent.
Into some badass hero.
Yeah, no.
No. Yeah. The martyr. It was dumb.
It was dumb.
And I'm sure, like, because it's takes place in a gas station on the side of the road, I'm sure the budget for that was like nothing.
Yeah.
So they could have put more money into it, but no. No, it was terrible.
Yeah. The bottom line, if you want a good laugh or to empathize with us,
Sure.
go ahead and watch Splinter.
Yeah. 2008 too. It was such a okay.
It's free. That's another
It
good
was
thing we
free,
can say about it. It's
and
free.
you can stitch to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was barely watching it. I had like my eye on it and I'm like, oh, this is gross. Let's crochet.
Yeah. I even like funny story. I totally forgot to watch the end.
Yeah, she did. I
thought I watched it all.
She came over to record today and she's like, oh, I haven't finished the movie yet. And so I had to sit there with my mouth shut while she finished the movie.
Yeah,
and I'm
thank
like,
you.
oh, I have to watch the end again.
I gotta hear it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
How many stitches would you give it?
Oh, one.
Wow.
Is that too high?
Oh my gosh. You're funny. I can't even think of how many stitches I'd give it.
Yeah, see, one.
Yeah.
It's meh.
Yeah. I have a little more. I give it a 2.
A 2.
Because for one thing, it was a little original, right? It wasn't like a ghost. It wasn't like a demon. It was this crazy, weird fungus that came out of nowhere. And without any explanation for it, which does suck in a way, you have all the rights to make whatever you want with it. So it's kind of creative, right?
Okay.
Acting wasn't terrible. We've seen so many movies where the actors are really bad.
Mm-hmm.
They were okay.
Malachi.
Well, those are kids. You can't,
I know, they were awesome. The
actors.
acting was so bad it was good.
Yeah.
So
see, well, that's a given for that. And that was in the 1980s.
Yes,
so
it was
you got to cut them
perfect.
some slack. But the acting wasn't terrible here. I mean, it was okay. And there was
I love
only
Evan R. Lawson. He's
See?
my favorite.
There you go. So I give it a 2. I'll be
2.
nice.
Okay.
You can stitch to it. That's the best part.
Absolutely. You can stitch to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've reached the end of another amazing episode.
Amazing. Thanks for sticking us through here.
Yeah. Thank you for stitching along with us today. And until next time, we'll see you, Stitchers.
See ya, Stitchers.